Welcome to this week's edition of the Pioneer Coaches Show presented by GoMart. Go for good times, go for GoMart. With me now, I've had softball coach Sara Scoone. Coach, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Coach, it was a busy week for you. You had 8 games. You went 7-1. You started out on Tuesday with Wheeling. They were very scrappy with you guys. You beat them 1-0 in game 1, 5-4 in game 2. In that game 1, you needed a 5th inning home run from Emma McLean. And then in game 2, you were down 2 runs, scored 3 in the 5th to win by 1. Just talk a little bit about those games.
So, yeah, I got to give it up for the players to continue to fight, but Wheeling's pitching, man, they had us. Emma coming through there in the bottom of the first game, and then, again, the girls rallying for that big inning in the second game. But, I mean, shoot, they came out ready to play. We didn't take them for granted, but I definitely think we needed to go back to the drawing board a little bit more before playing them. So I give them props, and kudos to Mallory. Mallory Chapman, the coach at Wheeling. I just love her to death. So kudos to her. She's having a good year, but yeah, not our best outing.
Well, you did turn around there on Wednesday. The offense came much easier there. You had 8-0 win and an 8-3 win. It was a team you split earlier in the year, and you guys made it look much easier this time around. You were able to pounce on them early. Just your thoughts on those 2 wins there.
So I'm proud of the girls against Concord for going right side well with the outside pitching. That was a huge adjustment that we made since seeing them the first time, and then just keeping our legs and our swings with with facing changeups. Those have been kind of like a kryptonite for us past couple weeks, and they really showed out that game. We had a couple big timely hits too. And then kudos to Kylie Burdick, kudos to Andy Joe. Way to, stay consistent throughout the whole game. And defense was on fire. Outfield was looking great against Concord. So there were just some pieces in those games where it looked like what we'd been working on was starting to show, so that's something that I'm proud of as a coach when it looks like your practice plan unfolds how it should in a game.
And then on Saturday, it was a big matchup with Fairmont State. They were leading the North, you guys leading the South. You're able to win game 1, 9-1. You had a pair of homers kind of early, one early, one late to be able to pull away. You lost 8-4 in game 2. I mean, you faced the former MEC Freshman of the Year, Delaney Holler. She's 16-0 now in the year. I mean, nobody's been able to beat her. Just your thoughts on that split.
Yeah, Delaney Holler's a great pitcher. I was really proud of our hitters for putting up the 4 runs, and I think we only had 2 innings where we didn't have a base runner on. That's rare for us right now. We're hitting the ball pretty well. But I think we did a good job as far as being disciplined in the box against Holler. She has a good changeup. We were able to put our barrel on it. It just went right to some of the outfielders at times. But all in all, I think the day against Fairmont, it was a good day on defense all the way around. I do think our pitching was a little inconsistent, and they know this. We talk. I have to give credit to our players. Our players are mature, and I truly just love coaching them because of that. But, that was a hard loss to swallow. I don't think that's something that sits well with us. I hope we see them again. That's the kind of team we are. I want to face that team again. I want to face that pitcher again. I want to give players another chance to face them again. So, but yeah, it still doesn't sit right.
But then you were able to wrap up the weekend at Frostburg State with a sweep. You scored 13 runs in game 1, shut them out in game 2, 6-0. Just what was working so well for you guys on Sunday?
Ooh, Sunday. That was a good day. Our bats all the way around. I think everybody on the day had a couple hits. Kylie Burdick, wow, what a show. Morgan coming in there, and, she got her chance this weekend to really put the hammer down against some good teams, and she did a great job. She's a freshman coming off the bench, and that was just phenomenal to see. I'm so proud of her. But yeah, what a show from Kylie Burdick there on the mound. And the bats, our defense and our bats, if we're going to hit the way that we are right now, then, pitching is a little less pressured, so defense gets a chance to play. We're able to throw the ball around the box a little more as a pitching staff. And it's all coming together the way it should. But our thing is we know what we need to work on moving forward. We see that. We see our little weaknesses. When you start to play well as a team, it's easier to see as a team the weaknesses that you need to address at practice. When things go a little bit crazy and hectic and you're working on 12 things throughout the week at practice, nobody wants to deal with that. So right now our practice plans are pretty specific. It's been great, and I really hope the girls keep it up. I'm so proud of them. And to all the players that actually listen to this show, I am so unbelievably proud of you, and I just have been loving coaching you.
and I'm sure another person you're very proud of. Kylie Burdick was MEC Pitcher of the Week. She went 5-0, only allowed 1 run in 30 innings. I believe she had a stretch, going back about 2 weeks ago. She hadn't given up a run in probably about 30 innings, I believe.
Yeah, it was 28 innings or 29 innings without a run.
And she just dominated this week as well. She was big on Saturday for you guys, big on Sunday as well. What was it like seeing her dominate the way she did?
So, it's just so great because it's such a full circle moment. And, she's a junior this year, and she saw the years ahead of her where if Holly was on fire, I would give Holly those 2 games.
Yep.
And when we were at Frostburg and she had that outing against him, I mean, you had to, you're not playing again until Friday, and she's going to get those 2 days off. And it's just like, ride it out. Like, I'm just so proud of her. I'm proud of her demeanor also on the mound. Right now, she's very confident. She's not easily rattled. She's throwing every single pitch in her armor. She's not just relying on that one special pitch of hers. And yeah, I'm just so proud of her, and her defense is proud of her, and her team is proud of her, and her parents sit right there at the front, and it's just so great. It was actually, this is a funny moment for no one who was at the games. When Monica gets on a couple times, I give a runners to her, right? And Kylie and Carly, they're sisters on our team, and we call them Burdick. And when I yelled out the second time that Monica needed a runner, I yelled out Bird, like, come on, come run. And Carly's grabbing her helmet again. And I was like, no, Kylie. And she was just like, what? So I thought that was a funny moment. But so Kylie got to see both sides of the fields this weekend. But I'm just so proud of her.
And then also, we talked a lot about your girls, but it was a big moment for you as well this week. You're able to notch your 100th win on Tuesday against Wheeling, and then became the program's all-time wins leader on Sunday at Frostburg State with your 105th. This has been a gradual growth for you over your 5 years. You come in just like every coach does. You have first couple, maybe 2 years, you're growing it, and then now these past couple years, you've really been able to turn it on. What's that been like for you as a coach now?
The best part about it all is seeing this culture and seeing this team unfold into what they're becoming. I have leaders on the field. I have amazing. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. I don't think it's hard to put into words just how thankful I am for this team. It's not me. I've never swung a bat. I've never thrown a ball. I haven't pitched. All I do is put pen to paper, and I'm not the only one that thinks of that lineup. I have amazing assistants, going all the way back to Tori Perucci, who started out here with me, and now there's Haley Stevens and Kate Cassay and Tim White, and just everything that they've done for this program, and the kids buying in and parents buying in, and just the whole culture change. And I got to give it up for these seniors too. They've all 5 of them have been here since their freshman year. There's no transfer in this senior class, and they've stuck it out, and they've rode through the whole thing, and they've totally just been so unwavering with their ideas and what they want to accomplish while here. And, our big thing is we want to go to regionals this year so bad. We want to sit there and watch that NCAA selection show and see our name. And, it's not me. The accolades are great, but these players, man, they're one of a kind.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming on today, and congrats on the big accomplishment, and good luck this week.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to this week's edition of the Pioneer Coaches Show presented by GoMart. With me, I've had track and field coach Dan Meyers. Coach, thanks for being here today.
Jagger, thanks for having me.
It was a long weekend for you guys this past week. You were 4 days long, really, Thursday through Sunday. The 2 days at Concord, 2 days at Bucknell. It was good. It was a good extended weekend though. You broke some school records at Bucknell with Natalie Barr and Janae Scott. You had around 20 personal bests total, and then a lot of top 3 finishes at Concord, and you won some events there. Just what did you think of the extended weekend?
Yeah, it was. Like I said, it was a long weekend. I think the weekend sufficed for what we needed at this point in the season. I just want to give a shout out to my assistants, Coach Clay, Coach Johnson, and Coach Ike for handling the Concord group as we were heading to Bucknell on Friday. 14, 15 personal best at Concord, 10 event wins. Deteriorating weather as the evening went on Friday down at Concord, but the team handled it well and got a great report from them, and it was awesome to communicate with the athletes as we were heading to Bucknell, and because we knew job wasn't finished for the weekend. So heading down to Bucknell, Natalie, 216, almost dipped into 215s. But that was one of, in my opinion, one of the best races that she's ever ran. Obviously her indoor best was 215, but this was an outdoor best and obviously the school record. But it was a heat that, with 200 to go was like 4 wide on the backstretch. There was a lot of ins and outs of packs and just getting out of traffic, a lot of elbows thrown. And I'm just proud of how aggressive that she ran, especially not after hitting the first lap split that she wanted, and still got a low 216. And I think it's a good sign heading into the final month of the season, final 2-3 weeks here. So that was huge. Janae and Addie had a great shot day. Janae getting her outdoor best in the shot, and a throw that she hasn't seen in a little while, with obviously focusing on hammer and disc now too, part of her repertoire. So that was awesome. Charlie Bauman didn't have the day he wanted down at the 2 days down at Bucknell, but still earned the right to go on that trip and had a great time. Pat Raleigh gutted out a 10K, not what he wanted, but he's still learning as a freshman. He's got plenty more awesome miles ahead of him, awesome races. Nick Pitchford won his heat, and I wish he would have been in a faster heat, because I just really think that he could even taken some more time down there. And he's ranked top 3 in the MEC as a freshman right now in that event, and really, really happy for him. And then Aaron Kuffner, kind of his last event of the day was the 400 hurdles, clipped hurdle number 7, and we just couldn't get back to where we were. But I thought it was going to be a big time, but he started off the day for us down there on Sunday with a 14.71, won his heat. I think he came in ranked like 20th in that meet and ended up 7th. Yes. So awesome day, awesome season for him. He's going to be a senior that's going to hurt to lose. He's works hard and is super knowledgeable about his events, and he won some big times here in the last 2 to 3 weeks.
And you mentioned that his last 2 to 3 weeks, you're down to your last meet of the regular season this coming Friday at West Virginia Westland for the Jasmine Claggett Memorial Invite. You also host your seniors there. What do you want to see out of your team as you wrap up the regular season?
Yeah, as I told the team, Wesleyan being my alma mater, every year I look forward to this meet. Yes. I was on the staff there and director of the meet when we got that thing started. Jasmine was one of my college teammates and was on the staff there as I finished out my time as an athlete, and was just an awesome person, and it's awesome to see this meet still going. And it's going to be an awesome day, and thanks to Coach Chambers for allowing us to do our senior day there. And, Aaron Kuffner was a transfer from Wesleyan. Casey Mahoney is another senior that spent a little time at Wesleyan, and it'll be a good environment for which us to recognize our seniors and everything they've done for the program. And looks like it's going to be a warm day. We've kind of lucked out with weather for the most part this season, and there's some people that are kind of on the outside looking in right now that need to get some good marks down on the board. But I'm excited to start off the Easter weekend with some big marks down at Wesleyan, and then kind of see where the chips fall and head into championship weeks.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming on, and good luck this week.
Yep, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Get ready to hit the road with GoMart. Each month, we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the GoMart app to see this month's featured item, and as always, earn additional savings on products store-wide with reward member exclusives. Go to GoMart.com for more details.
Welcome back to this week's edition of the Pioneer Coaches Show presented by GoMart. With me now, head acrobatics and tumbling coach Taylor Broadwater. Coach, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Coach, it was a busy week and all for the good reasons for you last week. First, I want to start out with the MEC Awards that came out on Wednesday or Thursday. You had two get some all MEC recognition postseason-wise. You had Peyton Saminsky get Specialist of the Year and Aubrey Ward get Freshman of the Year. Just talk about those two kids right there.
Definitely two very deserving athletes right there. Aubrey, especially as a freshman, stepping up to the plate when we really needed her this season was a huge reason why we competed at the level we did. So definitely a very deserving award for her. She's a great athlete. I can't wait to see what she does in the next 3 years here with us. But Peyton, also very deserving athlete there. She's been a very consistent athlete for us over the years. And definitely last year I thought she was very deserving of that. But obviously it can be anyone's game at that point. But she definitely deserved that this year, being Specialist of the Year. With the scores that we've put up in pyramid events this year, we're kind of next level. So I'm very proud of those two for getting that.
And you mentioned deserving. There was also four that deserved All-MEC team recognition. You had Peyton obviously get All-MEC first team, Savannah Duckworth for the third time get All-MEC first team, and Megan Bankus get first team. You had Amelia Underwood get second team. Just talk about those athletes as well.
Very good athletes for me. Obviously, we're a smaller team, so the amount of events that those athletes compete in, I think, is a big reason that helped them get that recognition. Very proud of Megan. This is the first year that I feel like she has gotten the award, and I feel that she's been deserving in the past as well, but very proud of her for stepping up this year. A big reason I feel that she got it is she was a utility player for this season. So she was a top base and tumbler, and honestly stepped up wherever I needed her, whenever I needed it. So that is something that she has worked for, and she deserved it a couple years ago, to be honest, but just watching her step into a different role this year and really executing well in every event is a big reason I think she got that. Savannah has been a standout athlete since her freshman year here with us. Very deserving. Honestly, like, she could be athlete of the year, but I feel like, you know, again, anyone's game at that point, but she is a very, very good athlete, one to watch out for. But Amelia Underwood also, I feel that she was deserving of first team, but yes, she did get second team. Again, she's another athlete that can step up pretty much whenever I need her to and make it work for us. So those are just some athletes that stood out this year, but honestly, it takes the whole team to get that recognition. So I'm proud of my whole team for stepping up and helping those individuals get those awards.
And after all those awards, you moved on to the weekend for the NBC tournament. You defeated the third seed Frostburg State in the semis, moved on to face Fairmont State in the title. You fell there. Just how'd you feel the weekend went for the NBC tournament-wise?
Extremely proud of my girls and everything that they put forth on that floor. I think they gave me everything they had on Friday night in order to advance for the first time since 2019 to the championship meet, which was extremely exciting for us. And just watching the excitement on the girls' face that whole entire meet. We've had a great season, but to kind of cap it off going into the championship meet was a great way to end that. And then honestly on Saturday going into a championship meet, like, I really couldn't have asked for more for my team. They gave me everything they had. It's hard to compete back to back like that, especially with event finals that morning as well. So we really had almost 3 full meets in a very short turnaround, which so did Fairmont. But again, like, just what they gave me and the effort and the excitement, this weekend was one to be remembered for a really long time, and I'm very, very proud of my team.
And you mentioned the NBC event finals. You won 4 there. How'd you feel the event finals went there?
Very proud of the girls there. That's the first time that we've brought home more than 3, so that was a record year for us there with 4. They put up some good events. I couldn't have really asked for more from them at event finals. They gave me everything they had there as well. And, you know, we're working through some injuries, and they still fought through everything and just gave me their best in that. And we came home with some titles. So I'm very proud of that.
And with the way the NCATA works, you got to get in that large bid if you aren't the top 8. The top 8 to get into the event finals there. You qualified 2 with the 5-element acro and the inversion pyramid. What's it like for those 2 events to qualify for the nationals?
That's amazing. Honestly, to put up the averages that they put up this year in those 2 events is something that I'm very, very happy with. They weren't in that at-large bid for 5-element going into that last meet of the season. We pretty much knew the score they had to get, and it was big. They had to basically put up a 9.8, 9.85, and we went 9.9 that last meet, so that's what put them in that spot. But again, that's been a very consistent event for us since the beginning of the season. And then inversion pyramid, honestly, I don't know that we scored below a 9.65 all year. And again, that's the event that we posted the 10.0 in. So a very consistent event for us, very fun events. The girls enjoy those events, so I'm very excited to continue practices and just kind of see what we do at nationals. But I feel like we can come home with some titles if we can just execute the way that I know we're capable of.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming on today, and we'll talk to you here in a few weeks after you go to nationals.
Thank you so much.